What's up, y'all? It's your man G-Wade holding it down, G-Wade Podcast. We are still here at Simply Connect ATL. Y'all hear the music in the background. I hope it's not killing us too much. I hope y'all can hear this nice and loud and clear. Because I'm sitting here with Jeanne Kerney, who's in financial services. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, G-Wade?
I am doing well, thank you.
Good,
so
good,
listen,
thank
you saw what just happened a moment ago.
I did. That was
You think we can match that height?
Yeah.
We can do it.
So we're gonna talk about money.
Let's talk about that money.
Okay, and money is important, right?
Right,
You know,
absolutely.
some people think money is not good. You know, they say money is the root of all evil.
Well, see, it's the love of money.
That is right.
That's
That
right.
is right. That's
Uh-huh.
what it says. And it's okay. I mean, if you don't have money, you can't do things.
Right.
You can't help people.
Well, you know,
right?
I don't know what if y'all ascribe to this or not, and that's okay. But the Bible says that it answers all things. Money answers all things.
Yes.
So if you got a few questions, money might give you the answer.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
That's anywho.
It really
and you
does.
were saying.
It really does. Okay. But no, you know, the thing that a lot of people in our community are talking about these days is generational wealth.
Right.
And creating generational wealth. And one of the questions is, how do you really create generational wealth?
That's a very
What
good
is
question.
generational wealth?
What is it and how
What is
do
it?
you? That's
Exactly.
a very good question.
Exactly.
I should have thought of that one.
So you tell me, what's generational wealth?
I'm sitting here open, you know what I mean?
Well, let me
I
ask
want to
you
know.
this. Do you know who your great-grandfather is?
I know who my great-grandfather is on my grandmother's side,
On your grandmother's
but
side.
not on my
Okay.
father's side.
Okay. And did
Well,
he
on
leave?
my mother's side, well, it's a little twisted in there. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Did he leave you anything?
No. No, he did not.
Okay. And we hear things like you. Okay. I know he's divisive, but our ex-president.
4/5?
Okay. Yeah. 45. Now, 45 thinks he did something, but the truth is, his daddy left him a little something,
He
something.
got a little chump change.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he started on third base, and he thinks he hit a home run.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
we are like still in the
We're
dugout.
still in the dugout.
We still
I think
in the
we're still in the
dugout.
parking lot.
They might not
We're
have
on our
let
way
us in
to the game,
stadium.
yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And we need to change that.
Yeah, yeah.
We need to change that. And you know, generational wealth can be created a lot of different ways.
Okay.
Okay. But the easiest way to create it actually is with insurance.
Okay.
And with the proper type of insurance and the proper coverage. And what you can do is during your lifetime, with the proper mix of insurance and investing, you can have your money now and leave some for your peeps.
Okay, now how does that
Okay.
work exactly?
Okay,
Because,
so-
you know, we all have heard about life insurance and all of that kind of stuff, but now they
Right.
talk about the kind that you can actually pull money out of, and like, how does this
So,
work?
That doesn't really work.
It does not work.
It does not work.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Because a insurance company that knows you're doing that will tell their agents not to do that. Because
Really?
here's what it does. You're overfunding the policy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then the idea is, well, you can overfund this policy and then take the money out and then pay it back to yourself with interest.
That's like
that
a 401k.
you pay yourself. No, it's not like a 401k
No?
because
Okay.
in a 401k, your interest and your dividends come from somebody else.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You think
okay,
about that.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
But in this policy, you're going to take all your extra money and put it someplace
Mm-hmm.
and not get any interest on it, and then you're going to take it out and pay it back to yourself with interest.
With interest.
Does that make sense?
That's highway robbery.
That is. That is.
Yeah.
So why don't you just take that extra money and actually put it in the stock market? Put it,
Gotcha.
you know, invest it in some equity and some
Yeah,
bonds.
yeah.
You know, that is where the people that have money have always put their money.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
so that's where we should be putting our money. Okay. The problem is we don't really understand it. We don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
Like, do you know the difference between a stock and a bond?
I do not.
Okay.
I know the difference in word, but I don't know the difference necessarily in me. That's
Okay.
embarrassing. I'm a little embarrassed,
No,
y'all.
it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate
I'm too grown
that.
not to know.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, a stock is actually ownership in a company.
Okay, yes.
Okay, you actually own a small part of that company. Okay, and therefore you share in the rewards.
So it would be okay if I
And,
told people that I own Nike.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
because
Okay.
you share in the rewards if you have a stock.
Yeah, of course.
You share in the rewards, but you also share sometimes if there's a downturn. You go up and down.
Right.
Okay. A bond is when you actually loan a company or the government money, and they guarantee you that we're going to pay you back with this much of a return.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But
So-
how does that work? Like, in layman's terms, I guess you
Okay.
could say.
In layman's terms, a company puts out a bond. It's $100, and they say, "We promise you, we're going to pay you 4% interest in 5 years."
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And so, and they might say, "We're going to pay you 4% interest. We're going to pay you 4% interest a year."
Okay.
And then in 5 years, we'll give you all your money back.
Gotcha.
Okay. But over those 5 years, we just going to give you. If you could put in $100, 4% of $100 is $4.
Right.
We're just gonna give you $4 a year, and then at the end of the time, we're gonna give you back your $100 because we needed to borrow it. It's how companies and the government borrow money without going to a bank.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's like the same as what banks do when they're like loaning your money out and then getting interest off the money they loaning to somebody else.
That's right.
And they do that multiple times. A day, a year.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. When we walk in the bank and we put money in a savings account, not a check, in a savings account, yeah, they can use it like that. They do.
Okay.
They do. So when you think about it, then bonds are they're more secure if you buy a good bond.
Okay.
You can't buy a junk bond.
Okay.
If you buy a good bond, they're more secure, but they don't pay as much. You don't get as much dividend or what we call interest.
Okay.
Stocks, less secure, but they can pay a lot more, but you can also lose
Gotcha.
a lot more. So we need to understand those basics.
So then how do we get to the wealth? And where does the wealth?
The wealth comes over time. The wealth comes over consistently, investing a specific amount over time.
Over time, okay.
And making sure that you're going to get, 8 to 10% return every year.
Okay.
And over time, once again, let's say we start with $1,000.
Okay.
You get an 8% return. That's going to be about $80.
Right.
The next year you have $1,080 that you start with. You get 8% return. What there's something called the rule of 72. Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of that, yeah.
Okay, can you explain it to me?
I don't know. I'm a little embarrassed, y'all. I'm just saying, these things I've heard, I just don't know.
You're doing good. The rule of 72 says if you take 72, you divide it by your rate of return.
Okay.
That tells you how many years it's going to take your money to double.
Wow.
So, let's say you had $10,000.
Okay.
Okay. And you look like you're about 24.
Well, ain't God good? Okay, I'll take that.
Let's say when you were 24, you had $10,000. And you could get, say, a 9% return on your money.
Okay.
All right. You divide 72 by 9, which is 8.
Right.
Okay. Every 8 years, your money's going to double. Okay.
Okay.
So when you are 32, you'd have $20,000. That's if you didn't put any more money in.
Right. So that money's just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're 40, you'd have 40,000.
Okay.
When you're 48, you'd have 80,000.
Gotcha.
When you're, what's the next one? The next one would be 54. What are we at now? 160,000?
Carry the one.
Yeah, when you're 60, you would have, when you're 60, well, anyway.
Yeah,
you keep
I
going
get
and
what
it
you
works
go.
like
Okay,
that.
okay.
So time is the most important thing, time and consistency.
And that's how you build wealth.
That's how you build wealth in your lifetime.
Gotcha.
Now, insurance is how you leave wealth to your
loved ones.
Loved ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because everybody, you hear everybody seems like they have the path
Right.
to generational wealth.
Right.
That's real estate, owning land. You're saying
do all of
Insurance?
it. I'm
Okay.
not saying don't have real estate. I'm not saying don't have real estate. I have real estate. Okay, maybe put a little bit even in crypto. But
Okay.
make sure that there's there's something that you're doing that is where the people that have always had money put their money.
I got you.
That's what I'd say.
Okay, so now as a financial
I'm a financial
advisor, so how this obviously you're advising us right now,
Right. Generally, this is general,
yeah,
specific.
yeah, right. One walks in at the age of say 35,
Yeah.
and says, "Okay, I got $5,000,
Okay.
and I want to grow this money. What do I do? What do you suggest? What do you advise?"
Well, I would have to talk to the person and find out a couple things. One thing you want to make sure of is that this person is living on a budget. You have
Okay.
a budget, that you have some savings,
Okay.
okay, because you don't put money in anything that you need to eat on tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Whether it's the they're doing the raffle now. Whether they're
Oh, Lord,
whether it's
what am I
the-
win a TV? What did we win, Henry?
Okay, we got the number there.
I don't
Okay.
even know.
But anyway, you make sure that the person has a budget, that they have some emergency savings.
Okay.
And then we start to talk about, what's your risk profile? Okay, are you someone that's willing to throw it to the wind and just go for broke? Or do you need to see something coming in do you need to see growth every month? What's going to make you want to keep going?
Keep going. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And based on those things, then you develop an individual plan. It's not something that you can just say, go do this because you got $5,000.
Gotcha.
It doesn't work like that.
So this is money you also have to watch. Like, in other words, you can't just put it in there and let it ride.
You can just put it, you should just put it in there and let it ride.
Gotcha.
That's why I say it can't be money you need to pay the rent or eat on next month.
I got you.
Because you're going to want to go take it out, and it does take some time. It does take time.
Okay. Now I was watching this program on a network.
Okay.
It was on Netflix,
Okay.
and it was about finances.
Right.
And one of the things that the advisor to one of the couples, or maybe it was a couple of the couples, that said was that you should have like 5 accounts, like bank accounts. One is where you paying your monthly bills.
Right.
The other one is where you have your savings that you need your ice money in case of emergency.
Right.
The other ones are for your entertainment if you want to go out and kind of budget yourself to
However you wanna do
spending
that.
little play money. The other one was, oh man, wait a minute, let me think. Because I was doing such a great job of doing these things.
Doing these things?
Because I'm like, wait a minute, I have these accounts set up, so.
What
I don't.
happened? Okay.
No, well,
So-
I still have it.
Okay.
But I just can't remember the other 2 now for whatever reason.
Well, you would need your long-term savings retirement account.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, and then you need an account for large purchases,
Okay.
like that dream vacation. I'm gonna buy the house.
That's one.
Or
That's
buy
what
a
it was.
car.
Yeah.
That's
the one.
what it is.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So we say everybody needs at least 3 savings accounts. Whether or not you have to do your personal account in bills and the entertainment, that's up to you.
Gotcha.
I do. I'll be honest with you. I got the account that I pay the bills out of, and then in order to support Black business, I got my Greenwood account. I shouldn't be saying that, should I?
No,
Exactly.
hey.
So that's where that's my money just to go do what I want to do.
Okay.
And when it runs out, I have to wait until I fill it
And then go replenish it. Yeah.
So I know. So that's how I keep from going over budget.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now, if people want to find out more about Jeanne Kerney, where do they find you on social media, website? How do they get this advice from you?
How would they get that advice from me? Well, okay, so I am, as I told you, I'm a registered representative with Primerica. So you could go to primerica.com/Jeanne, Jeanne, Kerney, Kerney. I'm on Instagram, same, Jeanne Kerney. Don't know if I want to give out my phone number. You can get me at jeannie.kerney@gmail.com. and I will respond to that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you've actually embarrassed me on my own show.
I don't
start
need to do
there.
that. I didn't embarrass you. You were just
you
going along with
had me doing tests that I didn't even know.
You were going along with me to make it look good.
That's what it is. I don't test well, y'all. I don't test well. Well, Jeanne, I certainly appreciate you sitting down, sharing your wealth of knowledge with us, and y'all get this financial advice. Y'all hit her up on all the social medias and all that good stuff so you can get this wealth of information so that you can build some generational wealth for you and your family. G-Wade Podcast, we still here at Simply Connect ATL, y'all. Y'all don't go nowhere because we still got more to go.